The government says that for a comfortable lifestyle, a couple needs an annual income of $73,000 to retire. Single needs $52,000. A modest lifestyle, it's at least $47,000. Single is $33,000. By the way, I think this is very misleading. They say comfortable or modest. Modest, they mean barely surviving. This is the government's words, not mine. This is for age 65 to 84. And then they say, hey, when you get over 85, you don't need as much money. I don't know how they work that out because you've got more health costs. And if you're healthy, you're still traveling and doing all of that. You want to be going out and eating and doing all these things. But anyway, comfortable is 67 and 48, couple 44 and 30. So an average retired Australian couple needs at least 73K per annum to live a comfortable life. Now, how much super do you need to retire? So with a principal super balance of 900,000, and if you were getting a 4% return on that 900,000, that would yield you approximately 36,000. So 900,000 in super, which pretty much no one has. Because if we go to the average super for people that are in and around that retirement zone, let's say 50, these are the balances, 200, 300, 400. It's less for women because, women don't work as long, typically, on average. They're raising their kids, which is work, but it's not paid. They don't have the super, especially if there's a divorce or something happens to their partner and they don't have access to their partner's super. So they really are at a disadvantage there. And you can see here that even with 900,000, you've got 36,000. That's not enough because we're seeing here that it's got to be at least 73,000. So there's a shortfall of $37,000. Another thing we've got to point out, you don't get access to the pension in Australia until age 67. It will be age 70 soon. They'll move it to age 70. They recently did that in France. They're doing it because the government is going broke and the population is aging. But you cannot get government support till age 67. What if you want to retire at age 50, 55? Well, you've got to build those funds in your own name. You can only access your super funds at age 60. So super is definitely one way to go because the tax advantages in super are very powerful. And also, your super money is going into your super. You don't have control of it. It's clear that living solely off superannuation is not feasible for many Australians. And relying solely on 4% return from superannuation often falls short of meeting essential living expenses.